And thank you for joining me here on the channel and with the Ultimate Racing League. Sorry, I forgot where I was then. Yeah, well, with the Ultimate Racing League, and we are going to be watching a couple of races from last night's Saturday multi-class championship. I believe we're on week 5. I could be wrong because the races got a bit mixed up with the addition of the Eiger Nordwood track last week, but I believe we're on week 5, and we're going to stick with that. We'll go with that one. This week we're over in France, and we are at the fictional circuit of St Croix B. We're at St Croix. Oh, shut up, Mark. We're on the B circuit anyway. As I say, fictional track. It is 4.5 miles long, it's 14 turns, and it is apparently based around a French lake. For those of you that race this on a regular basis, you'll know what I'm about. There's a big bridge that you go over and you can get fantastic views of the lake, but these guys are not here for that, they're here for racing. Like I said, multi-class, Group 3, Group 4, GR3, GR4, however you want to say it, on the track at the same time. We've got 2 30-minute races for you. Only rules really, softs and mediums to be used in each race. Group 4 cars can stay on the racing line. It's up to the Group 3 cars to find a way past when they start to lap, and obviously the red tyre rule is there, although with the new physics it doesn't really make that difference anymore, because the 1 or 2 races I've done, as soon as you get to around about 60% wear on your tyres, you lose all grip anyway, so I can't see anybody managing to get a full lap on a red tyre, but the rule's there just in case. And no bump drafting. So we'll crack on with this one. We'll go down the grid. We've got 11 guys on the track, ready and raring to go. So we'll run down the grid. We've got Derview in pole position. We've got Grasshopper just behind him in second. Unforgiven is third. Cherry Bomb is fourth. Smoky Tom 5th. Phaser is 6th. The Big Mac is 7th. Peter is 8th on the grid, or Pete R is 8th on the grid, forgive me. Peter did this last week, didn't I? Johan is it Johan in 9th? That's a new one to me. And Molepiece 10th with Nath 11th. So a couple of new names on track, but that's always good to see. We don't mind that at all. So everybody's lined up. It is a rolling start, so let's just get this race underway, shall we? Enough of waffling from me. So as they head down towards turn 1, Derview leads us all off. You can hear the klaxon go, and we are away. This very fast right-hander coming up is the first turn. Obviously the guys not going as quick as they would be if they were on a hot lap. So they're through this sweeping right. Trying hardest not to get too far out there on the left. Otherwise you're going to go on the grass and you're going in all sorts of a mess. So Dirk goes through. Let's just go down and make sure everybody's getting through, and it looks like we are. Unforgiven still in third. Everybody just settling down, trying to get some heat into the tyres. Now at the beginning now I thought Cherry Bomb and Smoky Tom were in the same car, same livery, but they're not. Smoky Tom's in his Peppa Pig Renault, and Cherry Bomb, it looks like he's in the Ferrari with the, is it Taco Bell livery on there? Looking very nice, it does too. Phaser in 6th in the AMG. I can't tell which one it is. It's a Mercedes anyway. Then we've got Big Mac. Bit of a gap opening up between Phaser and Big Mac already, but Big Mac comes through in the Ferrari in his KFC livery. We've got Pete just behind him, our Belgian, one of our Belgian drivers. In another Ferrari. Johan, as I say, new to me, new on the track, but great to see from the US of A. So welcome Johan, and please tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Could be John, you've just spelt it wrong, I don't know. We'll go with Johan for now, but yeah, if I'm saying it wrong, just let me know. Molepiece in 10th, and Nath in Ferrari in 11th. So just a little bit of a gap opening up now from, let's have a look, from Phaser back to Pete, as Pete gets by the Big Mac, so maybe Pete can get his foot down now and try and catch up to the back of Phaser. We'll have a rundown of tyres in a second, but we'll go back up to the top. Derg still out in front in the Lexus, running the racing softs. But since the new physics, obviously the tyres do deteriorate very quickly now in game, especially the soft tyres. A lot does depend on what the settings are on. If you have a tyre, we'll try and find out what the settings are on. If anybody watching can tell me. But yes, the tyres will deteriorate a lot quicker than they used to, so something to keep an eye on. But they're out in front, he's got his usual nemesis just behind him. Grasshopper just taking a little bit too much of the grass there. We did an interview with Grasshopper at the beginning of the week, so if you want to hear what he's got to say, go and check that out. It's one of the Let's Talk To editions. Grasshopper obviously told us he's called Grasshopper because he does his gardening, or landscaping, as we like to say. We like to be a bit posh, we call it landscaping. Grasshopper trying to chase Derg down. Corvette's just struggling a little bit, unless it's Grasshopper going on the grass. Normally that Corvette is very quick, like lightning in a straight line. Cherry Bomb sitting in third. He's got his almost lucky likey Smoky Tom behind him. We know what Smoky Tom's like when he's chasing. He's very good at keeping up with people. He likes to get in your mirrors, likes to unsettle you, try and force a mistake. In his Peppa Pig Renault. Never knew he was a big Peppa Pig fan, but there you go. Every day's a school day, as I say. Smoky Tom down in fourth, Unforgiven in the BMW. In fifth, trouble with the food delivery is it doesn't make you hungry, especially this time of the morning. Not had me Weetabix. I'm getting all hungry now, especially watching a Galaxy BMW flying past. I did mention this before. If anybody does want to send me any chocolate, I am a bit partial to a bit of Galaxy and Toblerone. Dark Oven, hello, good morning. We've got somebody, a few of the guys popping up on the live chat. I can see it, I'm not sure you can, guys, but I will give you a shout out, say hello. Darko's just popped up and give me a wave. The Phaser in sixth, in the Domino's Mercedes. Quite a gap now opening up from Phaser back to Pete, so that's the difference between the Group 3 and the Group 4 cars, so it won't be long, I'm sure, before the Group 3s are catching these guys up. But Pete out in, let's call it Pete. Come on, say it, Pete. Pete in seventh. Our Belgian driver. Not sure on the livery on that one, it might be a Belgian thing. Not quite see it yet. Is it Barilla? Just tell me what that is. What's the tomato thing? Then we've got Big Mac in 8th. Johan still sitting in 9th. Maltese still in 10th. In McLaren. Oh, you don't want to be out there, Maltese. Good recovery, but that's allowed Nath through, and of course he's got the dirty tyres, so he's going to have to take his time through these next couple of turns. Asking just a little bit too much of that McLaren on that turn there. He thought he'd get around it a bit quicker than he did, so just take your time now, Maltese, get them tyres cleaned up. Back up to our race leader. No change at the top. Derg in first, Grasshopper second. Well, Cherry Bomb's gone through, so Cherry Bomb's now in third. He's got Unforgiven. I was just about to say Unforgiven's all over the back of him, but he was all over the back of Smoky Tom. He's actually got by, so Unforgiven moves up into fourth. Smoky Tom fighting back though. Tell you what, let's go on board with Unforgiven. He's got by Smoky Tom, and Smoky Tom really didn't like that. He's now fighting back. You can see he's trying to get himself right on the bumper of Unforgiven. Unforgiven, in the meantime, has got his eyes on Cherry Bomb, and he wants to take that third spot away from him. Take the time as we take turn across the bridge. Try and work out where we are now. We're on we're heading down towards turn 7. Smoky Tom just dropping off the pace a little bit as Unforgiven gets onto the back of Cherry Bomb. So through turn 7, then into this sweeping right-hander, which is turn 8. Trying not to get on the barrier on the left, because those blue and white ones, there's just a little bit sticking out at the end of those, and they will catch you. Unforgiven doing a good job. Now down the hill, this very fast straight into turn 9, quite a kink in the road, still foot planted firmly on the noisy pedal. Up towards turn 10, a tight right-hander. Smoky Tom trying to creep back up to the back of Unforgiven. Then into this S section in 11, 12 and 13. Sort of a left, right and then a left. And there's a little bit of a camber in the road just about here. When you go over it, it sort of unsettles the car, so you have to be very careful there. And then into turn 14 and back onto the start-finish straight to start lap 5. So yeah, Smoky Tom just dropping off the pace as Unforgiven gets closer and closer to Cherry Bomb into turn 1. Oh, Cherry Bomb getting a little bit twitchy there. Back end. That Ferrari having a little bit of a moan at him. Maybe the tyres are starting to go. Let's have a look. Yes, they are. You can see their the rear tyres of Cherry Bomb now down to about 45-50%, especially on the left. He's on the softs. Unforgiven's also on the soft, but seems to be handling it a little bit better than Cherry Bomb. That the BMW seems a bit steadier. Now, as he goes across the bridge, can Unforgiven make a move on Cherry Bomb before they get to turn 7? Don't think he's going to get close enough, is he? Oh, he's not. He's settled just for sitting behind for now. If he can get a bit nearer. Once they go through this long sweeping right-hander and get onto this very long downhill straight, maybe Unforgiven can put the move on Cherry Bomb before we get to turn 10. Is he going to have a look? You know, I don't think he's close enough. No, he's not. Well, let's go back up. We'll go up and have a look at who's out in front, and then we'll work our way down. Still out in front, still looking comfortable, although tyres are starting to show a lot of wear now. Grasshopper tyres exactly the same with the dices with barrier and the grass there. Grasshopper really is pushing this track to its limits. Cherry Bomb, he's on the racing softs, coming under a lot of pressure from Unforgiven. Unforgiven, he's not giving him a minute, is he? Unforgiven on the softs as well, as both of them get very, very close to that barrier. Now Unforgiven pulls to the inside. This is where he makes his move as they approach turn 1. Who's going to get on the brakes there? Unforgiven has got it done before they even reach turn 1. That's a fantastic move. That BMW really has got some grunt. And he didn't have to do anything special at turn 1. He'd already made the move. So Cherry Bomb now down into 4th. Unforgiven concentrating, trying to get away and catch up to the back of the Grasshopper. Although there is a little bit of a gap there between them. Fantastic view of those mountains. All fictional, obviously. But what great scenery as you're driving around this track. But Cherry Bomb now down in 4th. Smoky Tom still in there. He's still hanging around in 5th. Maybe he's thinking he can make a move on Cherry Bomb as well. Smoky Tom on the medium tyres, so they are looking a little bit better than the guys in front of him. So they're going to be stopping before he does. and he's been looking after his fuel. So Smoky Tom, I would imagine, is going to take the lead at any time soon. That's helmet in that car as well. Smoky Tom, just sticking with these guys. He knows they're going to have to pit before he does. Their tyres are a lot more worn. As we go down to Phaser in 6. Again, tyres are going to start dropping off a little bit. But he's having a lonely race, is Phaser. I'm sure he won't mind, but it can get a bit boring after a bit when you're out there on your own. It's more of a practice session. And then we've got the massive gap back to Pete in the first of the GR4 cars. He's in the Ferrari. Well, it's not too bad actually, considering that he's on the softs. We've got Jan who's moved up into 8. He's on the mediums. His tyres are looking not a problem at all. They look great in the Supra. Doing a good job in that car as well. Very tricky to drive is the Supra. Very tail happy. Jan seems to be doing a good job with it. Then we've got Malpiece in 9th. He's managed to get himself ahead of the Big Mac, so whether the Big Mac's had a bit of a moment or not, I'm not sure. So apologies if he did and we missed that one. He's getting the blue flag waved at him, so I can only imagine it's Dirk that's coming through. And Nath in 11th, yeah, as Dirk goes by Nath on the bridge. Grasshopper has also got to get by Nath now. This is where it starts getting interesting, as the guys at the front, the DR3 guys, are going to start trying to get by the guys in the GR4s as Grasshopper goes by quite safely. Remember, the Group 4 guys don't have to move out the way, they can stay on the racing line, and it's up to the faster guys to find a way through, although most of the time the guys in the Group 4 cars do move out of the way. As I say, they don't have to, but they do. And the first to blink, it looks like is Pete. He's come in, he's decided he's had enough of those soft tyres, and he's in, he's going to have a change. So back up to our leader, Doug. Looking comfortable at the minute, but he is going to have to pit soon. That front left has about gone on him. So he must be fighting that car all the way around this track as he goes around turn 14. Now is he going to come in? Yes he is. Dirk's decided enough's enough. And he's in. So Dirk is in. Grasshopper. Oh, Grasshopper's decided to stay out. I think he changed his mind at the very last minute. And he's decided to stay out, so Grasshopper really going to risk it now. If you look at that front left, it is about gone, so he really must be fighting that Corvette. Tricky car to handle anyway, but when you're got no tyre grip at all, so it's going to be interesting to see if Grasshopper can get round this lap and put a decent a lap time in as well. Unforgiven has decided to come in. So Smoky Tom and Grasshopper stayed out. We knew Smoky Tom would. He's on the mediums. Cherry Bomb on the softs. He's also decided to stay out. Dirk is back out on a fresh set of mediums and a full tank of fuel. Then we've got Phaser in 5th. Unforgiven back out. He's now on another set of softs. Was he on the soft? Oh, I don't know. But Unforgiven, he's back out on softs. Full tank of fuel. So he's going to be on a charge, bit of a gap in front of him, but he does know some of the guys have got a pit. Let's just stop at 7 years compared to Dirk. So there's Dirk. If you look at the top right, you will see the little red triangle as they're coming across the bridge towards turn 7, and then Unforgiven, he's just coming onto the bridge now. So we've got the length of the bridge between Unforgiven and Dirk. As I say, Phaser's going to have to pit, and he's going to have to come in this lap. You can see the fuel lights starting to flash now, and his tyres are about gone. And talking of tyres and gone, Grasshopper is doing a fantastic job actually of keeping that Corvette on the track, considering the front left tyre is just about to go. You want to be careful it doesn't blow out on him, but he is doing a fantastic job. Definitely going to be coming in this Racing Dynasty. Hi, good morning or afternoon depending on where you are in the world. So Grasshopper in finally. Now Smoky Tom, is he going to come in? Oh, now then did Smoky Tom just have a bit of a kiss with the barrier there? Yes, he did. He's forgot to turn the wheel. It's a right turn there, Tom. Big Mac followed him. So I think it may be a case of Smoky Tom trying to get by Big Mac and just went off the racing line. But Smoky Tom has managed to hold on to second. Cherry Bomb has gone through. Well, I think Smoky Tom would have gone through, wouldn't he? Yeah, he has now. The tyres are helping. Cherry Bomb, well, he's pushing his luck here. The fuel light is flashing. The tyres, especially the rear left, is about gone. So Cherry Bomb really pushing his luck now. Smoky Tom looking comfortable on the tyres at least. Fuel is okay for now. So we should be able to start stretching a little bit of a lead. Derg is going to be the nearest to him. Derg is on the mediums. Yeah, Cherry Bomb really struggling now. You can see, oh, he's got damage to the rear with telephone. He's going to have to try and nurse that Ferrari all the way around the track now to the pits. Maybe he should have pitted then this lap. One of the Big Mac in front of him has picked up a 1 second penalty. Let's just have a look where Derg is. Oh, Derg is definitely catching Smoky Tom. Smoky Tom hasn't pitted yet, so Derg should retake the lead when he does. Don't think Smoky Tom's going to get far enough away to maintain his position out in front after the pit stop. I think Derg will retake the lead. As we saw, Cherry Bomb really needs to come in this lap. Grasshopper in fourth. He's now out on the mediums as well. Dropped off the pace a little bit. Remember, he did that extra lap when Derg came in. Grasshopper decided at the very last second to stay out. That may have cost him. But he's now in fourth. Unforgiven in fifth. Baser, he's been in, done his stop. He's now back out on a fresh set of medium tyres. We are approaching the 20-minute mark. So about 10 minutes of this race left. You can see Smoky Tom is now in the pit. Cherry Bomb has made it back to the pits. He's in. So we are back to where we were at the beginning with Derg leading this race. Grasshopper just sitting in behind him in second. Let's have a look. We've got Pete in seventh. He's under a bit of pressure from Johan in eighth. Both of these guys on the medium tyres now. Now it looks like they're a fresh set for Pete. We may have come in and well, he's just on a splash to dash really. I didn't like he's filled up. So he's obviously worked his strategy out. He knows what he's doing. Johan looks like he's on his original set of mediums. Fitting in eighth. Big Mac in ninth. Obviously he's pitted, he's got a fresh set of medium tyres on. This is where everybody really starts to spread out. Our whole piece in 10th. Oh, we've lost one. I think we've lost Nath. I think Nath has had to retire. No, I'm not sure what that was. We missed that, so he's had some technical difficulties, I think, and Nath has had to retire, which is a real shame. We love seeing Nath on track, so hopefully he'll be back for race 2. We just check, he's definitely not there. No, it is Nath that's gone. So up to our race leader Derg in first position where he started the race. Grasshopper in second, then Unforgiven trying to get past the Big Mac. It's not the Big Mac was actually racing him there for a second. Unforgiven goes through, he's in third. Smoky Tom, he's now got to try and get the fight. The Big Mac, he's going to do it as they're going through the S's. And he does safely. So Smoky Tom through turn 13, heading towards 14. If we can find something that's going on. Everybody, as I said, pretty spread out really. Getting amongst the back markers, trying to find his way through. Let's go on board with shall we, as we try and get a bit of a door touch there. Through that was where it was Pete. Both facing the right way though, so let's keep going. No harm done. As we go through turn 5 and then 6 onto the bridge. Just missing that barrier on the left. Now at the end of the bridge on the right there is also a barrier that sticks out. You can't really see it from in the car. The only reason I know it's there is because I hit it. Yeah, a bit of an invisible barrier. So be careful of that one. Derg gets through okay. Now onto this sweeping right hander. Excuse me. Just see the lake there on the left. And through turn 8. Now. Hard on the noisy pedal, down the hill towards turn 9, well, more of a kink in the road, still full throttle through here, you don't have to lift, up towards turn 10, hard on the brakes. What a tricky right-hander this is, a lot of sand and gravel out there on the left, you can take a little bit of curve, but you don't want to go too far. Then through this S section, through turn 11, 12, and then 13, I mentioned a little bit of camber. You can see the car give a bit of a wobble there as Derg went over that camber bit. And then up towards turn 14 and back onto the start-finish straight. The start lap 12 for Derg as we get to 24.5 minutes. So 5 minutes of this race to go, but Derg looking very comfortable out in front. Quite a gap now opening up back to Grasshopper. I don't think Grasshopper is going to get close enough to Derg. The only one who's going to lose this one for Derg is himself. Just has to keep it nice and easy. Unforgiven in third. There's a bit of a gap there back to Unforgiven from Grasshopper, so looks like these three are going to be on the podium unless Smoky Tom can do something about it. He's just got to fight his way past the back markers, and he does. He gets by I think it's Pete and Johan. So Smoky Tom is looking to challenge Unforgiven. Has the Renault got the power to catch up with the BMW? Through turn 6 onto the bridge, getting the slipstream. That's what Smoky Tom is trying to do. Now if you can get close enough, when they go through turn 8 and get onto this long downhill section, then Smoky Tom may be able to get a little bit closer. You've got to get in that slipstream though. Never driven the Renault, so I don't know what it's like for handling. Smoky Tom seems to be doing okay with it. I think that BMW might just have too many beans for the Renault to keep up. As they're through turn 9, heading towards 10, and Smoky Tom really not got any closer to Unforgiven. So he's not going to do it in a straight line then. So maybe the Renault is a little bit more nimble through the turns. And that's where he can make his ground up. But we'll go down the order. Cherry Bomb in 5th. He's on his own now. On the medium tyres from Ferrari. Phaser in 6th. Now he's got Big Mac just ahead of him, but the Big Mac is in 9th. Fraser's had a very lonely race all the way around. He's not had any battles at all, really. The only battles he's had is trying to get by the back markers. Has he managed? Is he going to manage to get by Big Mac? He does. I think Big Mac may have lifted a little bit to let Fraser through. Oh, has he had a bit of a scrape with the barrier there? Pete in 7th. Now I think Pete may be leading the Group 4 cars. I'm not sure. I do get them mixed up. Apologies for that. Those mountains in the background, and then when you cross the bridge, as Pete is about to do now, we go on board with Pete as we go through turn 6 onto the bridge, and then you can have a look at, you can see the tops of the boats there, the sails, fantastic views all around. Obviously these guys not really taking in the views, are they? You've got Cherry Bomb coming up behind him, so Pete's going to have to be aware of that. Johan in 8. Doing okay for his first time out. A few bumps and scrapes on the front of the Supra. We have a minute and a half left of this first race as we see the Big Mac come round in 9th. And then Maltese in 10th. Remember we started with 11th. Nate has unfortunately had to retire. We're not quite sure why, but technical issues probably. He was having some problems during the week on the Wednesday races as well, so it may be internet issues that caused that for Nate, but we do hope he comes back for race 2. So we'll go back up to our leader now as we into the final minute, and this will probably be it will be the last lap for Derg as well. So Derg commanding lead, had a pretty steady race right from the beginning, led from the start, he was on pole position, got his tactics right. Grasshopper tried something different when Derg came into the pits. Grasshopper really should have come in as well, but didn't. Decided to stay out. Thought he'd get the jump on him, but it didn't quite work out for Grasshopper. He's in 2nd. He'll be happy with that though, I'm sure. Smoky Tom. Now Smoky Tom has managed to get in front of Unforgiven, and we missed that, so apologies for that. But Smoky Tom has managed to get himself into 3rd. Ahead of Unforgiven. Now did Unforgiven have a bit of a moment? Because I seriously didn't think the Renault had the speed to keep up with the BMW. But maybe the Unforgiven has had a bit of a moment, and Smoky Thomas took full advantage. I'm just going to go back up to see our race leader as he goes around turn 13 up towards turn 14, the right hander which leads you onto the start finish straight, and Derg can see the checkered flag being waved, so it's a great win for Derg, led from the off, so well done to him. As Grasshopper comes around that final turn for the 14th time, and Grasshopper gets 2nd. So well done to Grasshopper. Smoky Tom is going to take 3rd. We're not quite sure what happened, but Smoky Tom has took 3rd, and he is pleased, and you can tell. Unforgiven in 4th, not so happy. Cherry Bomb scraping along the barrier there, giving the mechanics a little bit of extra touching up to do during the break. But Cherry Bomb is going to come in 5th, so well done to Cherry Bomb. No, Cherry Bomb's 4th, so well, not quite sure what's happened there then. Must be a penalty of some sort. Yeah, well, I don't know then. I don't know. Perhaps somebody can tell me. So Cherry Bomb is now given the 4th position. Unforgiven is 5th. Phaser is going to come across the line in 6th. But you can just see in front, Pete has crossed the line in 7th. Johan will take 8th. For Pete 7th. Oh, everybody's finishing at the wrong times now. Johan 8th. Molpe's 10th. The Big Mac is going to be 9th. And that was race 1. Here in France, at the circuit de St Croix, on the B layout. So hopefully you can join me for race 2, which will be coming up very, very shortly.